Okay, hello. In this video we're going to have a quick look at automated trading in Alertatron. For this demo I have set up a couple of accounts here. So I've got on this side of the screen we've got an Alertatron account, a new Alertatron account, and on this other side we have Deribit, Deribit's testnet account with some test coins in there, ready for doing some trading on here. Now I've also already set up the API keys and so forth, so quickly to show you how that happens. In Deribit or any other exchange, you would go to the API keys section, create a new set of API keys, and you will be given a client ID and client secret here, and which I've had to fuzz out, even though they're testnet. But you get those, and you come over to Alertatron and configure your API keys, and you will just choose Deribit, put in all the details, give them any name you want, and that name is how we will be referring to those keys from then on. So that you don't have to use the actual keys anywhere, so that those can stay confidential. And down here you will see the keys I added earlier. So I've just called these keys Deribit for simplicity, and those are all ready to go. So let's head back to the chart here so we can see that. So to trigger trades through Alertatron, normally you would send in alerts. They might come from TradingView or from any other script you have running, or anything really, and you will send in the commands you would like to execute. So for demonstrating this initially, and it's always good to have a little go at this when you've just added some new keys, is to use the manual mode inside Alertatron. So we'll go to alerts here, and there's a saved and manual alerts. This is just a mechanism that allows us to write our own manual commands here and then send those right now or save them for later use. So I've just got one here prepared. So I've added a command into here, and all of the commands that you send to the bot have a very similar form. So they will start off looking a bit like this. You'll have the name of the API keys you would like to use. So Deribit in this case, we've only got one set, but that was what we called them. And then we've got the symbol you'd like to trade, BTC Perpetual. So we're trading the BTC Perpetual Swap contract on Deribit over here. And then inside these curly brackets you would put the commands you would like to execute. So here we've just got this placeholder command. It's just does a wait, doesn't do anything really. So it'll wait for a duration of 3 seconds. So this set of commands won't really do anything. It'll just connect to the exchange, wait 3 seconds, and then leave again. But it's useful for sort of an initial test. So we'll do that, and we'll send that alert. Okay, so that's all sent. And then we can go and look at the output of the bot to see how that's going. So right here you can see message received. There's our message that we sent. Wait 3 seconds, so it's starting Deribit, connecting, fetching symbol data, various things about it connecting, and then it starts doing the commands. Wait 3 seconds, it waits, and then disconnects and shuts down. So not super exciting, but shows that everything's working, which is the main thing. So next we will try and do an actual trade. So we'll use a similar command to before. So you'll see this first section is the same, Deribit, BTC Perpetual, and then the command's slightly different. This time we're going to try and place a market order to buy 100 contracts. So you have the name of the command, open brackets, then any properties that you want to provide to that. So we can change this to sell if we wanted to sell. We'll leave it at buy, and we can change the amount. The amount supports all kinds of different combinations. So here we're just using a fixed amount, 100 contracts, but you could do 50%, which would be 50% of your account's balance. So in our case, we've got about 0.9 of a BTC in this testnet account, so it'll be half of that as the trade size. But we'll stick with 100 contracts. And you'll also notice we've got this little hashtag down here, hashbot. That is actually required in the default configuration. You can change that, but that is there to tell Alertatron to send this particular alert message to the trading bot. You can put other tags in here, other hashtags, to send this message on to other places. So you might also want to send this message off to Telegram, for instance. So you can add in another one here, and I'll tell it to send it to Telegram as well. We'll leave all that for now. So this time, market order by 100. So let's come over here, and we'll just scroll down and see if we can actually see this. Right, so we've got no position at the moment, and we can see on the chart over here there's no positions being drawn in. We'll just zoom that a little bit so we can see it a bit more clearly. Okay, and let's send the command. We'll watch this window over here, see what happens. Okay, so almost instantly the command is executed, the trade is executed. You can see we now have a position of 100 contracts, and if we scroll down here, here we go. There it is, $100, and we're in profit already. Nice. And we can do more complex things. So placing a market order is about as simple as it gets. So let's place something a little bit more interesting. So this will place a scaled order. This is one of the more useful commands, so we'll just put a bit of space in there. So this is going to do a scaled order, again buying, and this time we're going to buy 1,000 contracts, but instead of just executing a market order, this will place limit orders. It will place them from $10 to $200 below the price, so we're going to go down to about 9.8ish, so I'll just zoom that a bit more so we can see that more clearly. And it's going to do that with 20 orders, order count of 20. So let's send that, and we will see the orders hopefully appearing over here. So the alert's been sent, you can see the orders appearing, and there they are. There are a lot more options on some of these commands, so you can control how exactly this order is spaced out. So let's try one of those. So one of the other options is the easing function used to distribute these. So at the moment we're just using a linear one, so all the orders are evenly spaced apart. But we can use various other ones. You'll find those in the documentation. So we'll just try the ease out. So hopefully this will bunch the orders tighter at the bottom of the range. We've already got all these orders in place, so we kind of don't want those anymore. We want to replace those. So let's start by cancelling all the orders. So the cancel is a command for cancelling orders, and we can specify which orders to cancel. In this case, all of them. So all of these pending limit orders over here will hopefully get cancelled, and then we'll place a new scaled order, same amount, same range, same number of orders, but different easing functions. So you should be able to see that on the graph over here. So we'll send that, and you can see them all getting cancelled very quickly and replaced. So you can see they're further apart up here, close to the price, and then they get much closer together down the bottom. So this is sort of biased our entry towards the bottom of the range, which is again quite a useful thing. So let's just clean up there because we don't need that anymore. So let's cancel all the orders again, and we'll close this position. We've got a 100 contract position open. Let's just close that. So market position equals 0. So in this case, we're going to place a market order again, and by instead of saying which side, we could say side sell amount 100, and that would sell the 100 contracts and get us down to a no position. We can also use this property, which lets us say what we would like the position to be when this order has completed. So what we're saying here is we'd like the position to be 0. So the bot will then look at what the current position is, what we'd like it to be, and work out what the difference is and trade the appropriate amount. Oh, we've just bought one of those orders filled, so we've got 150 now. So this should be unaffected by that. That will just now work out that it needs to sell 150 contracts to close the position. And the cancel is still there, so we should cancel all these orders. So let's send that. Okay, there we go. So all the orders have been cancelled and the position has been closed. So that gives you a quick overview of some of the sort of options available and what we can do by manually executing orders. But we can also execute these trades from a signal from something like TradingView. So let's see how we would set that up. So here we are in TradingView, and we can see the chart here. I'm on the 1 minute chart just so we can demonstrate this quickly for you. So we'll create an alert, and because we just want this to trigger straight away really, I'll just say if the price of Bitcoin is greater than 10,000, which it currently is, so it should trigger almost immediately. And we will choose the webhook, and this is the webhook address for my account on Alertatron, so you can get that from your account. There are other tutorials on getting that set up, and we will put in a script. So let's get a script to put here. So we will place the message, and we just put this same text in here that we did before in the manual trading area. So we'll put in something to cancel the orders as well, just to make sure. And there we go. So when this alert fires, we should get our trades placed over in Terabit. So we'll just create that and see what happens. Okay, we've just had the alert mention here, and already we've got the order fully executed and all those limit orders placed in the order book. So we can come over here and we'll cancel these from here. So just because Alertatron created them doesn't mean we can't adjust them here. So we'll just cancel all of those, they're all gone. And we can now see in Alertatron, this was the signal that came in from TradingView, and these are all the ones we did when we were doing the manual testing. So they're all logged there. Okay, so I hope that gives you a brief idea of some of the things that are possible with automated trading in Alertatron.